Okay, fourth graders, we are going to learn my favorite property of multiplication, or my favorite method of, and this is called the distributive property. This you will use in middle school and in high school and beyond. You know what? Hey, teacher. We need to spell it right. Distributive property. Okay, there we go. That looks better. Okay, this method, what's so lovely about it, what's so fun about it, is that it allows you to do multiplication mentally. You're just going to take all these other methods that you've learned and you're just going to pile it into this one. So let's take a problem. If I said, what's 38 times 4? Okay? And this also, if we were to do the commutative property, we could say is 4 times 38. So let's take a look at this problem, how you could just do it mentally, just like this. So we're essentially saying that we have 4, remember, use the smaller one to start with your groups, 4 groups of your larger number, which is 38. Again, 4 times, we're going to expand 38 in expanded form by place value times 30 plus 8. Now, watch what I do here, because you're going to do this mentally, fourth graders. I'm going to put an arrow and say I have 4 groups of 30, which equals 4 times 30. Okay? Then I'm going to distribute my 4 to the 8 plus my plus sign. This is the thing you have to take notice of. This plus sign is all of a sudden going to come in between my 2 groups of parentheses. And then I have 4 times 8. So 4 times 30 is 120 plus 4 times 8, which equals 32, which equals 152. So here's the great thing about this property, is that fourth graders, I can already hear some of you saying, oh, Miss Hawk, I can do this. Because you don't really need to write down this part that I just showed to you. It's showing you my thinking. Because I know many of you can in your head just go, I know that 4 times 30 is 120, plus 4 times 8 is 32, 120 plus 32. I know that 120 plus 30 is 150, plus 2 is 152, and boom, fourth graders, you have your answer. You just did this all mentally in your head by breaking up these numbers by place value. So let's just take a look at another problem, because I'm convincing you that this method is fantastic. Let's do 46 times 3, which equals 3 times 46, just getting that commutative property in there. Okay, I like taking my smaller number, because I'm not expanding that, and putting that on the outside of the parentheses of the number that's being expanded. So 3 times my 4 is in the tens place, it's worth 40. My digit 6 is in the ones place, so I know that it's worth 6. So in my head, I can say 3 times 40 is 120. And I'm just going to write it down, and you're going to see my thinking. Oops. You're going to see my thinking. Is 120 plus 3 times 6 is 18. And then I can quickly add this, because I can break it, my 18 into 10 plus 8. So 120 plus 10 plus 8 is 138. Boom. You have just multiplied a 2-digit by a 1-digit number in your head. Okay? So the distributive property, do not be afraid of it. It is a fantastic way of doing multiplication. And fourth graders, I'm here to tell you, you are going to be using this all throughout middle school and high school. And I'm just writing it out when we distribute the 3 to the 40. I just want you to keep seeing what this looks like. Distributing the 3 to the 40 becomes 3 times 40. Distribute the 6, or the 3 to the 6 becomes 3 times 6. Hence the name distributive property. And we'll keep practicing this. I'm going to be throwing out problems to you to just practice your mental math. Okay, you're going to have some practice problems. And fourth graders, when you do your practice problems, just for a few times, I want you to show me how the 3 is distributed across the two numbers. I think that's important for you to see how that is expressed. Okay, go practice.